On August 17, 2035, we discovered that it had already been 5 years since a massive catastrophe happened. Since that day, various monsters started appearing everywhere, ready to devour anything that moves, turning all humans into mere prey. On the rooftop of a building, we see a young man sitting, hiding, and we learn that years later, 40% of humanity is still alive thanks to awakened workers. The young man, still sitting, listens to the radio on his cell phone to pass the time. Discrediting the awakened, the announcer says he believed humanity was still alive thanks to walls made of reinforced alloys. Hearing a noise, the boy stands up to see what's happening, realizing that the noises are monsters wandering the streets below. Just by looking, he concludes that 6 creatures are Class C above average level and only 1 is Class A, exactly as Jichiel said would happen. Grabbing his binoculars, the young man tries to see more around, spotting an empty parking lot nearby. Reflecting, he says that things are about to get real. Suddenly, yellow lightning appears in the place he was observing. Smiling, the boy states that this is the so-called sudden gate. In the middle of the yellow rays of light, a passage starts to open. Still observing, the young man comments that someone told him that people usually come out of these portals. Proving that the information was true, a man appears, jumping amid the light, landing successfully on the ground right after, while keeping his arms covering his face in an X shape. Without opening his eyes, the traveler says that he finally came back, raising his arms in celebration from so much joy. But his arrival ends up attracting the attention of the nearby creatures, which immediately start running toward him. Making a grimace, the man realizes that he just arrived and is already screwed. Looking at a creature that looks like a satanic octopus, he wonders why that type of monster is there. Still on top of the building, the boy with the binoculars keeps watching while smiling, showing he was expecting that. Down below, a green creature prepares to unleash a devastating blow on the newcomer, while the spying boy states that it has finally begun. After a while of fighting, the traveler finds himself injured and a protagonist thinks that to face a high-level Class C monster, it takes at least 10 high-level hunters. The man then launches his attack called the Cradle of Swords, making thousands of swords of light fly toward the monster. Following the traveler's command, who, using his hand, coordinates the strike and hits several parts of the creature's body. Up there, the protagonist reveals that the man has already eliminated 6 monsters in just 1 hour. The most impressive thing is that he did it all alone, leaving only the class of monster. Impossible to defeat even if all the class as hunters in the world gathered. Smiling, the nosy boy says that hearing is very different from witnessing a copy master in action. The creature without hesitation launches an extremely dangerous attack, making the time traveler widen his eyes. The protagonist then states that he just needs to wait a little longer for all that power to be his. Dodging the strike while flying in the air, the copy master prepares to counterattack amid powerful rays of light, revealing that he is using his ghost sprint ability, activating right after his demonic blade capable of cutting countless times in a zigzag. With this beautiful attack, the man successfully takes down the monster. Excited, the boy with the binoculars says that was a battle beyond comprehension. But now that the hunter has also fallen, he must start moving. Getting closer, the boy thinks that up to that moment, everything is happening exactly as Kai Chul-hyung said it would. Touching the hunter, he calls him and asks if he is okay, remembering that the person who gave him the information said they saved someone and gained their power. But the situation looks bad and the man on the ground starts coughing up his strawberry juice. The boy then wonders how he can help him. Opening his eyes, the wounded man asks what year it is. Answering, the boy says it is August 2035. Upon hearing that, the man starts getting up, saying that he spent 30 years in the place he came from while only 5 years pass here. Worried, the protagonist asks him not to move too much and to lie back down. But the man says it's already too late. Without showing any reaction, the boy thinks he already knows that the man won't survive the day. Regretting, the traveler states that he shouldn't have consumed most of his power to open the portal. Silent, the boy shows only a sad expression. Knowing his fate, the hunter then reveals that he has something to ask, stating that he wants the boy to find his family and take care of them if they are still alive. Sadly, he hands a photo to his helper. Sweet and cold, the young man says that, in fact, he is in no condition to take care of anyone. But the man says he's not asking him to do it for free and will therefore give him his power. He only needs his name to start the transfer. We discover that in this world hit by apocalyptic disasters, the protagonist's life has always had 2 common themes. We are taken to one of these themes where the boy finds himself wounded on the ground. In front of him, an armored man says that he finally met Choi Jun-hyuk. All of this happened in June 2058. Mocking, the blonde man tells him not to squirm again like an eel. We see that the boy is unfortunately gravely wounded in the abdomen. Looking forward, he says that it seems this time he won't be able to escape and asks who told the man that he was there. Smiling evilly, the villain says it was Jin-soo, with whom he made a deal of $1 million and the promise not to hunt him down. The information enrages Hyuk, who curses the traitor. Grabbing a sword, the man says that now that he has the answers he needed, he can finish what he started. Suddenly, the protagonist realizes that those words are familiar, and grabbing a shining stone, he states that it was like this that, through the object, he found a way to reverse his life. Stealing the artifact, the villain shows no reaction. The boy then says that this is the regression stone. Widening his eyes, the man realizes what's about to happen and orders his henchmen